Well, the good, I mean, it's easy to say the Chiefs win the Super Bowl for the third time in 5 years, but the Patrick Mahomes legacy. This was a year when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were not supposed to win this thing. You look back on this year, and you had a guy who didn't have a number one wide receiver. He turned out to be a rookie in Rashee Rice. His offensive line was weakened. They had to play in Germany. There was no first-round bye. The AFC did not run through Arrowhead. They had to go to Buffalo, to Baltimore, underdogs in both games. It was the toughest path to a Super Bowl based on strength of opponent ever. And they still won the whole damn thing. And Patrick Mahomes does it as only he can in walk-off fashion in overtime to a guy who, wasn't on the team to start the season in Mecole Hardman. The Patrick Mahomes legacy for a 28-year-old is unbelievable. And to think that we've got another 5+ years in his prime, potentially another 10, 12, or longer years in his career is unreal when you put it into that kind of perspective. I mean, I think he's past Joe Montana for number 2. I know Montana's got 4 Super Bowls, but I think he's already there at number 2. And the way they won this game, coming back once again, double digits down at halftime as they've been in the Super Bowl before, to win is as impressive as it gets. And now there's only one left to supplant the GOAT and Tom Brady. Now, that's going to take a while to get there, of course. But it's a conversation that you can now have. Now, trust me, sports radio is going to have it in this town for the next 6 months. And it's going to, you're going to blow your brains out by May. But it is actually a conversation that now can at least be had when you talk about these two guys and what the next 10 years might look like in the NFL.
Halfway there. Did you see the stat? Mahomes and Reed become, 15 postseason victories, 30.
Yeah.
For Belichick and Brady. So halfway there.
Halfway there.
Same on the Super Bowl rings.
Let's go, baby. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. The bad coming out of the weekend, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Joe Biden does not sit down for the Super Bowl commercial or the Super Bowl interview that so many presidents have done over the last 15 years or so. And what did he do instead? Instead, he put out a 30-second video on his social media pages complaining about shrinkflation.
The Super Bowl Sunday. If you're anything like me, you like to be surrounded by a snack or two while watching the big game. You know, when buying snacks for the game, you might have noticed one thing. Sports drinks bottles are smaller. A bag of chips has fewer chips, but they're still charging it just as much. And as an ice cream lover, what makes me the most angry is that ice cream cartons have actually shrunk in size, but not in price. I've had enough of what they call shrinkflation. It's a ripoff. Some companies are trying to pull a fast one by shrinking the products little by little and hoping you won't notice. Give me a break. The American public is tired of being played for suckers. I'm calling on companies to put a stop to this. Let's make sure businesses do the right thing now.
You know, the American public is tired of being played for suckers. That's why we got to make a change in November. How about that there, Gramps?
Boom, boom, boom.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, we are tired of being played for suckers. That is true. And I got tired of that by like February of 21. It's been a long 3 years here. But for Joe to skip the interview and instead, what does he do? Hey, Gatorade, stop shrinking your bite. Doritos, put more chips in your bag, damn it. I mean, it's literally old man yells at cloud is what that was. And I sit there and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what we've got. And by the way, notice there was no answer. There was no like executive order or there was no like, hey, Congress needs to do something. It's just like, yeah, these companies, stop putting less popcorn in the popcorn bag, damn it.
Give me a break.
Oh, geez. They thought that was a good idea. I mean, at least put him on the interview. I would have gone better for him. You knew it would have been a softball, by the way. It would have been Scott Pelley, probably from 60 Minutes, having his big, booming voice. I mean, Pelley sounds good, but when you saw the questions he was probably going to ask, they would have been a joke. So that's the bad from the weekend. The ugly. Since we haven't really touched on anything newsy or political yet, I will give you something in the ugly. And that is Donnie Boy. He just can't help himself. He just can't do it. He's doing this rally over the weekend, and he's asking where Nikki Haley's husband is.
Over to see me at Mar-a-Lago. Sir, I will never run against you. She brought her husband. Where's her husband? Oh, he's away. He's away. What happened to her husband? What happened to her husband? Where is he? He's gone. He knew.
So the implication there is obviously, there's these rumblings and rumors about Nikki's past infidelities and, I don't know, of all people to really be talking about others' infidelities, Donnie's probably not the best one for that. But where is Michael Haley, Nikki's husband? Well, he's currently he's a commissioned officer with the South Carolina National Guard, and he's currently deployed in Africa. So that's where Michael Haley is. Like, all Donald Trump has to do is be quiet and talk about the economy and the border. That's it. Nikki's not going to win the nomination. All you have to do is shut up, and it's not that hard. Unless, of course, I guess it is.